What's up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk Michael back at it again with another video of the Chicago Bears. If you already don't know, Luke Getsy has been fired by the Chicago Bears. Now, the question will be, who do I want as a offensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears? So I took time out of my day to analyze who could be available for being an offensive coordinator. It took I need to look over the decisions. It took time out of my day to just think this over because many people wanted Eberflus gone, but it was reported earlier that they are going to keep uh, Matt Eberflus, and they're gonna find a new offensive coordinator. Um, let's get right into the candidates who I want. First and foremost, you guessed it, Jim Caldwell. This guy, a quarterback guru, and simply coached Peyton Manning and was pretty decent with the Detroit Lions. Fired him after a 9-7 season. This He was interviewed to be a head coach for the Chicago Bears, but the Chicago Bears did not want to take him. They decided to take Matt Eberflus. Getting Jim Caldwell, wherever you think about Justin Fields, is I do think if you're going to go down the route and you want to get a quarterback guru to get the best out of the quarterback, whether that's Justin Fields, Caleb Williams, Drake Maine, um, Jalen Daniels, Michael Penix, I think you got to go with Jim Caldwell on this one because the simple fact that Jim Caldwell, he's been around the NFL for a while. I believe he has a Super Bowl to show for it. As you could see, he's with Peyton Manning. I do believe he does have a Super Bowl, but Jim Caldwell would be the best option available if you are looking to get a quarterback guru in here to get the best out of your quarterback and this offense. And which leads me into candidate number two. And if this hire happens, this confirms we're keeping Justin Fields. And if we a potential hire that I personally want is Greg Roman, because Greg Roman system eats and breathes. No, not eats and breathes. Lives and breathes under quarterback Justin Fields' strengths. Now, this is a guy that can absolutely turn the Bears into a run-first team. And we already know Justin Fields is very elite using his legs. He may be even faster than Lamar Jackson, probably, but that is to be determined. I do think Justin Fields is much faster than Lamar Jackson. And you got the running back room. You got Khalil Herbert. You got Roshan, Dante Foreman. If you want to re-sign him, I'm thinking that they're going to let him walk this offseason, but they'll draft a running back. But if you want this move will pretty much confirm that Justin Fields will be staying as a Chicago Bear, because I don't see Caleb Williams, Drake May, or Jalen Daniels fitting in Greg Roman's system, because we don't know if their legs could be a factor in Greg Roman's offense. And I rather have Justin Fields, who I know who has very elite legs, and Greg Roman's system is pretty much going to fit Justin Fields. It's very bootleg material, and you could see this team getting double-digit wins under Greg Roman, because Greg Roman will exploit Fields' legs, and you got DJ Moore, and you can get Marvin Harrison Jr. or Romeo. You can get those like two receivers. You got Cole Kmet. You probably will sign a free agent, the free agency, that being T. Higgins, Curtis Samuel. Like I said, Greg Roman's system, I believe, will fit Justin Fields, and you're going to see the best out of Justin Fields under a Greg Roman led. Now, will this work long term? Probably not. But if you care about Justin Fields' development as a passer and you want to see him as a quarterback, you have to see. I think you could get the best out of him under Greg Roman. Now, we're gonna get who I want, really want potentially. Um, Number three, Daryl Bevell. This is a guy that has been an offensive coordinator. He's now currently the passing coordinator for the Dolphins, who have a dynamic passing attack in the NFL. He's worked with Tua. He's worked with Brett Favre. I believe he also was with Peyton Manning. Also, he was also with Russell Wilson, and he's gotten the best out of those quarterbacks that I just said. And this is a guy that you can definitely have the best passing game. And you saw what he's doing now in Miami with Tua. They have a dynamic passing attack going on with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Now the question is, can he do the same thing out of Justin Fields? Where we all know Justin Fields is at best with his legs. But if you want to develop him as a passer, you want him to see where he can go. I think Daryl Bevell would be the best option going forward. Now, this would actually be an interesting guy. Candidate number 4, Mike LaFleur, aka the I believe he's the offensive coordinator for the Rams, and we already know how the Rams system is going with Mike LaFleur. Mike LaFleur this year, the Rams have a good passing attack with Cooper Kupp, and he unlocked Puka Gachuka. I don't know if that's how you say the receiver's name, but this is a guy that can unlock the Bears offense in more of the passing game. And if we draft Marvin Harrison Jr. or Romeo, I will not be surprised if we got the best out of it, because of the simple fact that uh the simple fact that we've seen it with Pachuca, and here's also a fun fact: he's also the brother of Matt LaFleur over in Green Bay. So this might get a good classic brother versus brother rivalry going on here in Chicago, which I absolutely would love to see. And certainly, last but not least, offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey over here. He's all over here. I'm skeptical about this a little bit because he did get fired this year when the Bills started off raw, and when he got fired, the Bills made the playoffs. But I don't even feel like that was part of the reason why the Bills started off slow, because Josh Allen was turnovering the ball constantly. I do believe Ken Dorsey. I don't think his system fits Justin Fields, but this would be a guy that would be very last on my list that I would want to go get. But this probably could be decent for the Bears. But I don't know if his system really fits Justin Fields. There was a reason why the Bills fired him and decided to go with a different direction. But let's get to who I want mostly out of the guys that I just said. And I've already said it. I'm going to go with Greg Roman because, I'm pro Fields. I want Justin Fields to stay. I don't believe they should go in a different direction with getting a quarterback. And if you're Matt Eberflus, if you are Ryan Poles, your jobs are on the line this offseason, and you like say, hey, if we're going to keep Justin Fields, I want to get the best person available. That is Greg Roman, because Greg Roman, he'll exploit his legs and maybe develop him as a passer a little bit. But if you're like me that wants to see Justin Fields succeed, you have to get Greg Roman. And depending what you do with the running back position, whether that you go, let's just say you get Saquon Barkley, for example, and you use a passing attack, not passing attack, you use a run game that Greg Roman has had, and you definitely could see the Bears being a top rushing team. Now, the question I have with Greg Roman is, how can this help Justin Fields in the passing game? Well, not you don't always have to run in Greg Roman's system. He does very bootleg passing games. So and you get DJ Moore, you get Marvin Harrison Jr. And basically, that's basically what I want out of the Bears to hire. Now, maybe I would be fine to get Darren Bevell, Michael LaFleur, Jim Caldwell is a dark horse to me. But if I want to go down the route, if I'm Ryan Poles and my job is on the line because I kept Luke Getzey, not Luke Getzey. You kept Matt Eberflus. I'm gonna get Greg Roman. So, anyways, that's all for today's video. If you are a Bears fan, and be real for a second, if you are Ryan Poles, who would you hire as a offensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears? Personally, go with the Greg Roman option because he developed Lamar into what he is. He developed Colin Kaepernick into what he was over in his time on the 49ers. That right there, he did take a year off, but I do feel like he's a big fan of Justin Fields, and because of that, he's gonna get the best out of Justin Fields. I can pretty much guarantee it. So, anyways, that's it. That's all for today's video. As always, thanks for watching.